Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with part 4 of our Altoid tin mini journal. We're going to be doing the final decorating, embellishing of this journal. Again, as I mentioned in an earlier video, I won't be able to do my normal lace and stuff on the edges of this because I made the book part too big. And I also want to tell you that I had trouble with this closing, so I have to continue to work on this because it's still, when I close it, I've shaved some stuff off, done all kinds of things to try to figure out what is sticking, and it's still a problem. So I'm not going to be closing this because I barely could get it open. I had to use like this little screwdriver thingy to try to get it open this morning. I did, because last night I did go in and touch up some of these edges that had gotten scraped away by the stickiness of this lid. So I will come up with a resolution. This is going to be the second prize in my 2,000 subscriber giveaway, as I mentioned in an earlier video. And you know, if push comes to shove, it's just not going to close all the way because I'm not going to stress myself out about it. I think part of the problem is the metal moves. So I noticed that this is very bent. And so I'm going to have my husband look at it and see if we can come up with a solution there. But so anyway, we are going to finish the ephemera for that cutie pie. So I've got all of my supplies out here. And this is what we've done so far. I'm not going to belabor this, but we've flipped through a little bit in a previous video. So I am going to add some touches of lace on the pages. And so I'm going to pull out my little basket. That's not really so little. This is all my scraps of lace and textile bits. So we will be able to put a little bit on pages, but we just have to be very careful about getting it outside of this barrier. Even this is probably problematic. I might have to, that's already glued on, so we might not be able to resolve that, but I think it fit okay. So let's get going. Lots of yakety yak in here. So I've got my ink, I've got my glues, my white glue and my Fabri-Tac. So let's just look at what I pulled out here. Look at these little beauties. I mean, these little pockets and envelopes are just to die for. Check this out. It is so incredibly adorable. So I'm going to try to fold these without the scoreboard because it's so tiny. So that's what I'm going to do. You certainly could do that differently. So I'm just going to fold that. And as I've mentioned before, I do print on 65-pound paper, which makes these little bits a little bit harder to manipulate. But again, I'm not looking for perfection in this project, or in any project for that matter. So I'm just going to be happy with it. So we need to fold over the flap. We might not get it all decorated on camera because I don't want to keep you too long, but we will do our very best. So this one, I think I'm going to put a little bit of Velcro on these just to keep it close. So I'm just going to grab that really quick. Whoa, got all kinds of stickiness going on here. Oh my goodness. Ah, we want the little ones. We want the little ones. There we go. So, but let's go ahead and ink her up and decide what we want to put inside of her, because I am going to glue this one completely shut. So I'm going to ink first. And as I mentioned in another video in the series, this is a kit from My Porch Prints called Vintage Charm, and it is printed, it's so small because I printed it 6 images to a page, and that's how you can kind of control the size of the bits that you're working with. So there we go. So let's find a little journal card to go in there. Let's see what we've got here. These are so stinking little. Look at this. I don't know. I think it might be too big. That is too big, but it won't be if we trim it up. So let's grab the scissors here I'm just going to use my scissors to trim it. I'm not too concerned about it. So I'm just going to clip that off, that side, and a little bit on that side. And then let's go ahead and try it around these edges. It's so tiny. I don't know if that will be good or not. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Everything is printed on the back as well, so it's got nice prepped writing spaces. I think I'd like to put one of these in there too. This is one of the little mason jars. Isn't it just so adorable, so small? It's cute anyway, but being miniaturized, it's even cuter in my opinion. So we'll put 2 bits in there. So let's go ahead and glue this shut. Just gonna put a little glue there and just close that baby. Need a paper towel here. Already oozing with glue. So early in the morning for oozing. I hope you guys are doing okay. I am. This is Saturday, October the 1st, and I'm in the studio catching up because I've been not feeling well all week last week, so I finally feel like I can get in here and I've got a clear mind to get some things done and get back ahead of my videos. I'm not loving that. It looks like it's just the way that I folded it, so I'm gonna just ink that up, which is okay. Again, no worries at all about those bits showing. So we're gonna slide this little baby in there. I wonder if it go, nope, it won't go that way. So we'll just slide that in and slide that in. So when we start gluing stuff, I will be using my little tweezers. I got my little tweezers out, so we're gonna be acting like little what do you call them, specimen people. We're gonna do some surgery on these little bits here. So I'm just cutting one of the pieces in half here. I know that's hard to see because it's transparent. So I'm gonna put that down on here, right there, and then you put the corresponding half on top of that, because then you know that you're lining up correctly. Sorry about that noise outside. I'm right on the road and it looks like some serious motorcycle action outside. It's a beautiful day, maybe one of our last here in the Pacific Northwest before the rain really comes in for the next 7 months. But there we go. That is so adorable. Now, the only thing, I think I'll leave it like this. In fact, I think I'll glue it down to a page. Let's see if we can do that. We can always put it like this. So let's go ahead and just put these in as we go as well, so we can kind of share in that experience a little bit. I'm loving this, so I'm thinking that we could put, I don't like that pink though, that washi tape. That feels plain. I'm a little choosy apparently. See my little cluster? I might make some more tiny clusters, but I'll do those off camera. They are so fiddly. It's embarrassing to try to do. Okay, so how about we do it on here? Yeah, I think I'd like to put, I'm not going to really fuss around with lace. Maybe we'll put a little lace on the bottom of it. Let's see if I can find a small piece here. My bin is getting so tall that now it's becoming really problematic to find the smaller bits. I may need to split it so that I can have just a little container with the smallest of bits. So might be playing around with that a little bit later. So I'm just trimming this lace off here, the top part, and I will use that on something else. And then I think I'm going to put this along the bottom. Oh, isn't that just lovely? I love that. Perfect. Not too overwhelming. Using my Fabri-Tac here. Did any come out? Did any come? Yeah. I can't really see it. So I'm just trying to line that up a little bit so that it's kind of even from side to side there, if you know what I mean. The scalloped part. So, oh, that is so adorable. Oh my goodness. So I don't remember if I showed you, but I have one of the mini tins too that is literally only like this big, like really little. I'm thinking about giving that a go as well. Trying to decide if I want to put anything here. I think I'm going to leave it for now. I can always come back and add to it if I decide to. And I'm going to glue this whole thing down. I'm not going to make it into a tuck spot there. Sorry, I'm a little off camera. Holding things close to me again today, apparently. Just putting some glue on here. Whoops. And let's put her down there. Keeping it kind of away from the middle, just because I've got a little bulk created by my lace. So that's that. So I also have some little, oh, I wanted to do a belly band with this one. They do tend to be a little bit shorter than the page, I've discovered, but that's okay. So I'm going to go back here and just find a place to put that. Ink it up. Really simple little addition, because I have a couple of the little books and I could probably put that envelope in one as well. So I'm going to put glue on the top and the bottom. Boy, I'm really struggling with the camera. Let me see if I can move this closer to my body so that I'm not holding it so close to myself. There we go. Let's just get that on there. Perfect. So it's not quite as tall as the page, but I don't mind that at all. So I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to put my ruler in there, make sure I'm making sure I don't use too much of that space for glue. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fold this one and stick it in there. So I will speed through some of these bits because it's just going to be a lot of repetitive folding and such. So I think this one I'm going to leave open. I think you guys have seen me do that before. So I'm just going to cut off these sides because we don't need them. We're not going to glue it shut. So as I've mentioned in other videos, you can make your ephemera fit your need, fit your desire. You don't have to use the pieces as they were intended or created to be. So that's going to be fantastic. Because it's going to get tucked under, I don't need to worry about putting any kind of fastener on it, I don't think, or Velcro. I think it's going to be fine. So we're going to stick that little baby in there. Oh my goodness. Could even go like that. Look at that. Look at that. Except, yeah, that's problematic. So I'm just going to fold her up, stick her under like that. Sweet. Look at that. So much fun. Okay, so I did have some layered pockets I wanted to use, so let me kind of dig those out if I can find them. Oh, these ones right here. I'm thinking these will fit on a page. Again, miniaturized, significantly miniaturized. Okay, so let's see where we can put this little beauty. Let's see, let's go back to the front and see what we've got going on up here. I may have to tie something around this to keep this book as small as possible, because otherwise it's going to create a problem in the tin. So I think that's going to be fine. I just need to probably round this corner because my pages are rounded. I probably would do that differently in the future, and if I did another one of the Altoid tins, I would probably make my journal smaller so that I could do everything I wanted to do. Smaller journal, but more things sticking out of the sides and the top and the bottom, which I can't do in this one. So let's go ahead and put that pocket there. So I'm going to glue on this side, the bottom, and this side. This is a triple pocket. Okay, my glue bottle tip is so big right now. I'm trying to figure out how to rectify that because I get way too much glue because it's too big of an opening. But you know, can't do anything about it. I lost my needle broke off in a previous tip, and so this is a bigger one. I think I'll probably just have to reorder the glue. It's going to have to be my solution. So then the next one, we did that wrong. Hang on. Yes, so this is the big one. Let me see if I can remove that. So this is again the benefit of that glue that I've talked about. It's similar to Barely Arts, but I want this to go up a little bit further because I want it to take up a little bit more of the page. So I'm going to move it. The places I left with that glue are going to be covered over, so I'm not too worried about that. So, and again, I'm going farther to the outside edge than the inside edge because I don't want to affect that the opening and closing of the pocket. And I'm going to try to stick my ruler in there really quick because I do have a lot of glue going on. I have to wait for that to dry. Goodness gracious. This is tricky. Okay, so let's do the second pocket. So then what I do with the second pocket is I just kind of go like that. So that's perfect. I wish I had a smaller tip. I don't know if you guys can see how much glue I'm getting out, and I'm barely squeezing. So just doing my best. That's better. Okay, we're going to put that one there. I'm just lining it up with the upper pocket like so, and then the last one we'll have to round this corner because it's actually going to be on the top. So let's do that. Glue on all three sides. Oh, that's too much. I'm just gonna stop that right now. I have those tiny little bottles, but I can never figure out how to get the glue in them. They're just such a headache. You know, the little tiny ones that have that little rubber closure thing that goes over the top. That's what I really need, but I have to figure out how to fill them. I have a whole bunch of them. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that so adorable? Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Okay, so we've got a lot of bits that we can go in, that we can put in pockets like that. Again, everything is teeny tiny and everything is able to be written on. So there we go. So let's put that in there. Yeah, nice. We got a little oh, but I glued, no, I didn't. There we go. That's perfect. And then let's get another one. Let's put a tiny tag. I'm not gonna do anything with this tiny tag because that is just so minuscule that I don't think it's going to really be possible for me. Oh, forgot to ink this one. I think I'm gonna save that one for a different page because I like it a lot. So I can stick more stuff in here as I get a little bit more further towards the end of this project. So I think I'll stick one of these little tags in there. Oh, I know what I can do with this. I have the little toppers. Check out these little toppers. Look at them. They're so adorable. So I think we'll use one of those. It'll be perfect on the top of this tag. So adorable. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay, so we're going to just glue this on. So I'm going to put glue on both sides inside of this little tabby bit. Tell you, those were challenging to cut out. I don't like fussy cutting, so they were very interesting to do. There we go. Just so sweet. So I think just for the sake of time, I'm not going to embellish all the bits here. Like I would put stuff on here, like maybe do a little cluster. I'll probably just do that off camera just for the sake of time again. So I'm going to stick that in that pocket. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. We're going to stick this in this pocket. I might put more in there as we go along, but that's what we have so far. And what else do we have here? We've got a little booklet. So let me ink this up and figure out what we want to do with it. Okay, cute little book. Oh my goodness. We're gonna need more bits to make pockets and things, I think, though. I did cut one of the pages down and created a little pocket that might work for putting that little booklet in. So let's find a spot for that. I don't want to take up all the writing space because it's a very small journal. So a lot of this I'm going to leave. This one would be pretty on here because it's got pink there in the flowers. I'm going to trim a little bit off the edge. I feel like it's a little bit too wide for that page. So just going to trim that, ink it up. Where were we here? Perfect. Okay, a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue, Cara-Renee. Oh, it comes out so fast. Oh. It'll be all right. I'm going to try to keep that tape visible because I really like the look of that. I had to use some washi tape to repair these vintage music pages that I used. I love the look. It makes it look like old paper. So just pressing that down, it keeps me from getting my fingers all sticky. I'm going to slide this in. Should be all right. Our glue should not seep too far outside of the barriers there. So there we go. There's a little book. And I'll just press that a second while I think and take a drink of water. I'm still fighting infection, so I'm trying to drink a lot and dealing with an ongoing medical situation, which is absolutely zero fun, as you can imagine. So I'm just reaching for my basket that has all my bits in it because we need more bits that we can make pockets out of. So I also have pages from the kit. That might be a better way to do this, is I've got this piece that would work to make some pockets. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down, or cut this edge off, and create some belly bands or pockets or something. I probably will do some little paper clips for the journal to hold some stuff in as well. So let's see, this is, oh, that's just about the right size. I feel like my cutting is not going to be reliably straight, so I'm going to go ahead and move over here and cut this straight with my cutter, kind of off camera here. There we go. And it needs to be a little bit smaller, a lot smaller. Think tiny, Cara-Renee, think tiny. There we go. So we can go ahead and put a belly, you know what? How much do we have in this section? We've got quite a bit going on there. Maybe here. No, not there. On the music page. Yeah, I think the music page needs a little bit of assistance. So I'm just gonna put this on, and then I will make a pencil mark so I know where to cut. I'm just gonna make a pencil mark all across because then I don't have to get my cutter out again. There we go. Ink this baby up. You know what, this one we could do some lace. Shall we do some lace on this one? Let's see what we've got here. It might work. Let's see. Not that. Oh, you know what? That would be really pretty. Except it will stick out. We can't have it stick out. That's like breaking my heart. Oh, this would be really pretty. It's not quite straight though, but I think that would be lovely. Let's do that. I can, I'm going to glue it onto here, and then I can trim it up. So I'm just grabbing a piece of parchment paper from my drawer. So I'm going to get my desk all inky, and I'm going to just put some fabric tack on the back of the belly band strip. And I'm going to set it on here, and I'm going to kind of try to center it so that I can cut off that top bit. Maybe. Well, maybe I'll leave the top. Yeah, I think I'll leave the top. That top edge. There we go. Trim this up to meet the size of the belly band. I'm just going to move off to the right here. I don't like to get all these crumbs on my table, my work area. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. If you learn anything from me, I hope that's it. So that's just a little touch of something fun. We also have some other fussy cut bits that we could use here. So let me see if I can find the tiniest little thing. So we got a little tiny flower. We got little tiny houses. Check this house out. Oh my gosh, it just tickles my soul. There we go. Let's get a little piece of lace to put under that. Let's see, we've got this lace would probably be good just to put a little bit of interest underneath it. You know me and my lace, it's a necessity. We'll put that on there. Yeah, we'll put it kind of in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac, and I'm just estimating what the middle of the belly band is. Put the lace down like so. And then we'll put the house on top of that. And you'll see it is extending past, the lace is extending past the house, so it will be very cute and visible. Check it out. Oh my gosh. So we do have some little words. I want you to see how little these words are. That's how little the words are. Let's try to ink this tiny thing up here. It says peaceful. Peaceful. Gosh, it's so little. Okay, so now I'm going to use my tweezers. This is the tweezer time. So I'm going to just hold them here. I'm not very coordinated with tweezers, so because I never use them. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my hand here and put some glue on the back. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of glue. I need to solve that problem, you guys. I need to solve the problem for sure. There we go. That was pretty nifty. I'm going to grab my paper towel to wipe off any oozing glue. So there we go. Oh my gosh, this is, oh, I don't want a belly band there because there's one right there. My page must have moved. Should we put it there? Let's just flip to the back and see. I often neglect the back of my stuff. It would be really pretty here. Again, I don't want to use up these spaces because there's not a lot of writing space in the journal to begin with. So I am going to use Fabri-Tac to glue this on because we're gluing lace directly to the base. So just wiping off that. Oh my goodness, so tiny. Trying to hold it open. There we go. There's some glue. Top and bottom. So stinking adorable. It'll be a while before I try this again. It was challenging, like, because I couldn't do what I really wanted to do again because I made the book part too big for the tin. Next time I would do that differently. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. It is slightly hanging over, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. So that's done. So let's get something stuck in there. Let's just put a little journal card in there. This is that one I needed to ink. Because these print 6 to a page, you can only imagine how many of these little bits I have. So there might be some repeats in this, but that is okay as well. Is that moving? It is moving. There we go. So let's see what else we've got here. So we have some more pockets. I thought this one I would do a little bit different by just kind of going like that and having it look like a kind of a crisscross pocket. I've never done that before, but I thought, well, why not try it? This is comes with 3 pieces in the kit, 3 different layers of slanted pocket. But I saw this and I don't remember, I might not have been able to find the 3rd piece because it was, yeah, I don't know if I just couldn't find it. Can't remember. So on this one, I think I do want to put this one on a book page because then I'm not going to be taking up that writing space. So let's go ahead and see if we need to glue these together first. Why does that one look darker? It's weird. Okay. Yeah, it is. As long as I keep these edges even, will be fine. So just, it's tricky to figure out where I need the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right here. Okay, I'm just going to line that up. So much glue. I think G. Kerr has a video of how she refills those little bottles, so I need to check her out again and see if I can figure that out. So we just need a little spot over here because it's not very big. Oh, I'm completely off camera, you guys. This is so small. It's really hard. It's really hard to work with. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. Is that what we said? I don't know. It'll go really pretty there though. So let's go ahead and glue on. I know you put something there. Goodness gracious. We're gonna glue this side, the bottom, and this side. And again, trying to go light on this glue. That's better. Maybe just more patience is needed. Not always the most patient person in the world. Work on it though. There we go. So that is just amazing. Should have rounded that corner, but that's okay. Not a big deal. And so again, I will probably come in and do a little bit of something on there. And then we've got another card here that can go in a pocket. Just doing a quick inking here. Not want to belabor this. We're already 32 minutes in. I want to get a little bit more done before I let you guys go. So I think we'll stick that one in there. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And shall we put one of the, oh, let's put one of these little tags in. We also have these, which would be, this one would be really pretty. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to round the corners. On this, it really cuts into the landscape, doesn't it? Because they're already so small to begin with. But nice little squarish journaling space. I would love to see anything you guys have made using, in miniature. That it's so fun. I would love to see what you guys have done. And if you want to be able to share your projects with me, I do have a group. It's called B.Reborn Art and Healing group. I do not advertise it. I am not interested in getting a bunch of people over there just to have another group, because I'm dedicated and devoted to other junk journal groups that I am a part of. But the only reason why I have it is because I want people to be able to share. If they want to share specifically with me, I want them to be able to do that. So you could certainly head over there. That's again my Facebook group. So there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. Okay, so let's see what else we need here. It's getting pretty chunky here, so we need to be keeping that in mind. I think we need a couple of pockets here, just to keep, just to have a little bit more area to put stuff in. We could make some out of, could also make a little bit of a writing thing out of this. So this is just some coffee dyed paper from my stash. So I'm going to go off camera here and just cut this down a little bit and have a little bit of a journaling space. Really little. So fun though, isn't it? So incredibly fun. Okay, so there we've got a little bit of a booklet. We're just going to kind of fold it like that. Fold it into itself, and it'll be kind of a little folded bit. Oh, I love that. Look at that. I love this. This paper turned out so beautiful. Focus. It's not gonna, so we're gonna ink that up. We'll find a place for this as well. So I'd love to hear what you think about this video. I know that some of them in the series didn't get a lot of views, and I think that's just because my main population are junk journalers, not mixed media people. So, and I'm okay with that, but I just find it interesting. So I would love to hear what you think of it. Did you learn anything? Did you enjoy that? Would you rather that I kept it less mixed media-ish? I just thought it would be so fun to do that tin in that fashion. But it can be challenging, as I've mentioned. I had a lot of trouble with the tin, and it was a great challenge, but boy, it was definitely difficult. So let's see where else we need something in here. Got some glue going on there. We've got a lot going on in the first signature there. So I think we need to stick to the second signature. I'm just looking for a place to put a pocket. So I think because we've got this that can be written on, I think I'm going to put a pocket on here. I'm just going to set my ruler in there, or my bone folder, and just so hard, you guys. This is so tricky to work with because it's so little. So I'm just going to cut along that line again, just off here to my left. I already lost my pencil line. But I would encourage you guys to try this because it was a load of fun. I had many people say, oh, I have tons of those Altoid tins. I encourage you to get them out and give it a try. So I'm going to cut that down because obviously we don't need a huge pocket. And I'm going to get my small circle punch. This is the smallest one I have, which is, I think it's a 1 inch. I thought I had a smaller one, but maybe not. And so small that you can't even see the edges beyond this. So let me just do that. Ink that up. So I think this video I'll have the final ephemera and the flip through all in one, just to get it done. And I'm going to go ahead and round this corner again, just because I rounded the corners in the journal. So we're going to go ahead and get this glued on again, 3 sides. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of glue. Ah. I swear I'm barely squeezing this too. Barely squeezing it. It goes okay for a bit and it just comes out in a rush. Okay. Was this the page? Yes, this was the page. So again, I'm guarding that that edge that's closest to the spine. I'm putting that in there, and I think I'm going to put one of the little tags here, or not, journal cards, and then that copy guide paper that I just folded. I think we'll do one more thing and then I will let you go, and you'll be able to see all the additions in the videos at the photos at the end of the video. So I'm going to just stick that in there too a little bit if I can, like so. Well, does it need to go in first? It's kind of thick, so this is going to be tricky. There we go. I want this to show too, so I'm going to kind of let that stick up there a little bit. Actually, let's put a little tab on that so it's a little bit more visible. Let's see what one we have. We've got this one, and then we've got this one. I think I like this one. So if you guys haven't checked out my porch prints, they are the bomb, I'm telling you. Their kits are super, super beginner friendly because they all are, I mean, different designs, but similar bits, predictable ephemera and that kind of thing. So it's really great for beginners. It's great for all, but I would think it would be super helpful for beginners. They were some of the first kits I ever bought, was my porch prints, when I first started this about a year ago, a little over a year ago. So here we go. Cuteness. Oh, I just can't get over this. It's so adorable. So we're gonna stick that back there. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here for you guys, and I'll go through this again and make sure that I don't need to add anything else, but that's how chunky she is. So she's a gator mouth. If that's not going to be closed shut, we're going to have a problem. So I'm going to have to put some sari silk or something around this. I'm going to put some beads on. Well, I was going to do beads on here, and you know what? I can't, because this is embroidery floss, and I discovered that I can't get anything I can't get anything on them. Plus I can't, because I can't have anything dangling. So I'm probably going to have to go back and just cut these out of this, you know, cut them at the signature inside, because there's nothing to do with them. I can't have anything hanging out, which is a bummer. So until next time, guys, take care. Blessings. Bye-bye.